The moment you enter a room, before you say a single word, before anyone knows your name, before they hear your voice, your body has already spoken. And the truth most men don't want to accept is this: people decide how much respect, attraction, and authority you deserve within the first few seconds, not because of your looks, not because of your money, but because of how you carry your body. Confidence is not something you announce. Power is not something you explain. It is something people feel when you stand, walk, sit, look, and move. Most men lose power not because they are weak, but because their body is constantly apologizing for their existence. Slouched shoulders, nervous hands, wandering eyes, restless feet. A body that is asking for permission instead of claiming space. And then they wonder why they're ignored, interrupted, underestimated, or taken lightly. This is not about tricks. This is not about acting dominant. This is about alignment. When your body and your inner state match, confidence becomes automatic. When they don't, no amount of words can save you. Real confidence begins with posture, because posture is the foundation of how the world reads you. A collapsed chest communicates defeat, even if your words are strong. Rounded shoulders signal emotional burden, insecurity, or fear of judgment. When you stand upright, chest open but not puffed, shoulders relaxed and back, neck tall, chin neutral, you are telling the nervous system of everyone around you that you are grounded and stable. Stability is attractive. Stability is powerful. Men who slump are unconsciously telling others they expect resistance, rejection, or attack. Men who stand tall without stiffness communicate calm authority. Your spine is not just bone, it is a message. If you fold it, the world folds you. If you align it, people align with you. Your walk is the next silent declaration. Rushed steps, uneven rhythm, overly fast pace reveal inner anxiety. Dragging feet show lack of direction. A confident walk is steady, unhurried, intentional. Each step lands fully. You don't bounce. You don't shuffle. You move like you have time, because men with purpose are never in a rush to prove themselves. Your arms swing naturally, not stiff at your sides, not wildly flailing. Your head stays level. You don't scan the room nervously. You don't look at the ground. You look ahead. A man who walks like he knows where he's going makes others assume he does. Now understand this deeply. Stillness is power. Most men move too much. They adjust their clothes, touch their face, crack their knuckles, shift their weight, fidget with objects. All of this screams inner chaos. When you are comfortable in your body, you don't need to keep checking it. Powerful men move less, but with purpose. When they do move, it matters. When they stop, the room feels it. Learn to sit without constantly changing positions. Plant your feet. Rest your hands calmly. Let silence exist in your body. Stillness tells people you are not nervous about being judged. Eye contact is where most men leak their confidence. Looking away too fast shows submission. Staring aggressively creates discomfort. The balance is calm, steady eye contact with softness. You look at people as if you're listening, not challenging. You don't dart your eyes, you don't blink excessively. When you speak, you hold eye contact slightly longer than average, then release naturally. When someone else speaks, you don't break eye contact to look for distractions. This tells them you are present. Presence is rare. Presence creates gravity. People lean toward men who are fully there. Your face carries emotional authority. Raised eyebrows, tight lips, forced smiles, clenched jaws expose insecurity. A relaxed face with minimal tension communicates emotional control. You don't need to smile constantly. You don't need to look serious all the time either. Let your expressions match the moment, not your anxiety. A slow, genuine smile that comes naturally has far more impact than a nervous one trying to be liked. Control the micro reactions. Don't react to everything instantly. Pause. That pause makes people wait for you. Hands reveal more than words. Open palms signal honesty and ease. Hidden hands signal fear or deception. Overly animated hands show nervous energy. Clenched fists show suppressed anger. Let your hands rest comfortably. When you gesture, keep movements slow and deliberate. Slower movements are perceived as confident because the brain associates speed with urgency and urgency with lack. Men with power don't rush their gestures. They don't need to convince. Their body assumes acceptance. How you take space matters. Confident men occupy space naturally without invading. They don't shrink themselves to make others comfortable. They don't spread excessively to dominate either. When you sit, your legs are grounded, not tightly crossed in self-protection. Your shoulders remain open. When you stand, you don't hug walls. You don't hide behind objects. You place yourself where you belong without apology. Taking space is not arrogance. It is self-respect made visible. Your breathing controls everything. Shallow breathing lives in the chest and signals anxiety. Deep breathing from the diaphragm grounds the body and slows movements naturally. When you breathe deeply, your voice drops, your movements smooth out, your presence expands. Most men try to fix confidence from the outside. Real confidence begins with breath. If you control your breath, you control your body. If you control your body, you control how you are perceived. Voice and body are inseparable. A tense body creates a shaky voice. A grounded body creates a calm, steady tone. Slow your speech slightly. Let your words land. Don't fill silence with noise. Silence after a sentence increases its weight. Let your body support your voice, not fight it. When your posture is aligned and your breathing is deep, your voice naturally carries authority without force. One of the biggest mistakes men make is overcompensating, acting tough, acting dominant, acting loud. True power doesn't announce itself. It doesn't need validation. When your body language is calm, people feel safe around you, and safety creates trust. Trust creates influence. Influence creates power. Men who chase dominance lose it. Men who embody stability receive it. Understand this. Confidence is not about controlling others. It's about controlling yourself, your impulses, your reactions, your nervous energy. When your body is under control, your mind follows. When your mind is calm, people feel it, and they respond accordingly. Your body should say, I am comfortable here. I don't need approval. I don't fear rejection. I respect myself. When you communicate that silently, people adjust their behavior without realizing why. They listen more closely. They interrupt less. They respect your boundaries. They feel drawn without explanation. This is not something you switch on for special occasions. This is a daily discipline. How you stand while brushing your teeth, how you walk into a store, how you sit while listening. Every moment trains your nervous system. Over time, confidence stops being something you perform and becomes something you are. And once that happens, you don't chase power. Power comes to you. And here is where most men miss the deeper layer. Body language is not only what others see, it is what your own nervous system feels. Your body is constantly sending signals to your brain. When you sit collapsed, your brain reads defeat. When you avoid eye contact, your brain assumes danger. When you move nervously, your brain believes you are under threat. This creates a loop. Insecure body language creates insecure thoughts, which then reinforce weaker body language. Powerful men break this loop deliberately. They don't wait to feel confident first. They place their body in confidence and the mind follows. Notice how you react under pressure. When challenged, do you lean back defensively? Do your shoulders rise? Does your neck tense? These micro-reactions expose fear even when your words sound strong. Instead, Train yourself to slow down under pressure. Drop your shoulders, relax your jaw, ground your feet, keep your chest open. Respond, not react. The man who remains physically calm during tension immediately gains psychological advantage. People trust the calm one in chaos. Your head position matters more than you think. Tilting your head downward too often signals submission. Tilting it upward excessively signals arrogance. A neutral, level head shows balance. When listening, a slight natural tilt shows engagement, not neediness. When speaking, keep your head steady. Unstable head movements show uncertainty. Stability in the head reflects stability in thought. Now understand proximity. Confident men are comfortable with distance. They don't lean in too fast. They don't invade personal space to feel powerful. They let others come closer. They stand where they are without chasing validation. When someone steps back, they don't follow. When someone leans in, they don't retreat unnecessarily. They adapt smoothly. This signals emotional intelligence. Power is not pressure. Power is choice. Facial tension is another silent leak. Furrowed brows, tight eyes, compressed lips often come from internal overthinking. Practice neutral relaxation. Let your face rest. When you speak, allow expressions to rise naturally and fade naturally. Overexpressing comes from a desire to be understood too desperately. Underexpressing comes from emotional shutdown. The balance communicates confidence without force. Observe how you enter and exit interactions. Rushed entrances signal anxiety. Abrupt exits signal discomfort. Confident men enter with pace, acknowledge presence, settle into stillness. When they leave, they do so calmly, without seeking permission, without dragging the moment. Smooth transitions tell people you are socially grounded. Your shoulders are emotional storage. Lifted shoulders indicate stress and defensiveness. Dropped shoulders show exhaustion or defeat. Relaxed shoulders show readiness and ease. Throughout the day, scan your shoulders and release them downward. This one adjustment alone changes how people read you. Hands again. Notice what you do with them when you don't know what to do. Hiding them shows fear. Stuffing them into pockets signals withdrawal. Overusing them signals nervousness. Let them rest naturally by your sides or lightly clasped. When speaking, gesture from the elbows, not the wrists. Bigger gestures come from confidence, but they remain controlled. Now the most uncomfortable truth. Your body reveals how you feel about yourself. Men who don't respect themselves physically show it unconsciously. Poor posture, avoidant gaze, shrinking movements, the body mirrors self-image. When you upgrade how you treat your body, how you stand, sit, breathe, you upgrade your internal identity. Identity is not a thought. It is a physical state repeated daily. Learn to pause before responding. That pause is body language. It shows you are not rushed, not reactive, not intimidated. Silence after someone speaks is not weakness. It is dominance without aggression. Most people rush to fill silence because silence exposes insecurity. If you can sit in silence comfortably, people will project confidence onto you automatically. Your torso direction matters. Turning your body fully towards someone shows presence. Angling away while speaking shows disengagement or fear. However, turning fully toward everyone can look needy. Choose consciously. When listening deeply, face them. When disengaging, angle away slightly. Control where your body points, and you control the interaction. Even how you stand when waiting communicates status. Shifting weight constantly signals impatience and discomfort. Stand evenly balanced, feet shoulder width apart, knees unlocked, spine tall. This stance tells your nervous system you are stable, not waiting for approval or outcome. Understand this. Dominance is not loudness, size, or aggression. It is calm certainty. And calm certainty is visible long before it is spoken. Your body either says, I belong, or I hope I'm allowed. People respond accordingly. Men who master body language stop chasing reactions. They don't try to impress. They don't try to intimidate. They don't try to disappear. They simply exist fully in their body, and that presence does the work for them. Every interaction is a mirror. If people interrupt you, check your stillness. If people don't listen, check your posture. If people don't respect boundaries, check how you occupy space. Fix the body first, words follow. This is not about becoming someone else. It is about removing the signals of fear you didn't even know you were sending. When those signals disappear, what remains is natural authority. And once your body learns this language, you don't turn it off. It becomes who you are when you wake up, when you walk, when you speak, when you sit in silence. No performance, no effort, just alignment. The final truth is simple and uncomfortable. The world does not respond to what you want to be. It responds to what your body proves you are. You can think confidence, you can talk confidence, you can dream confidence, but if your body is still shrinking, apologizing, and seeking permission, nothing changes. Power is not granted, it is recognized, and recognition happens silently. The moment you stop begging for approval with your posture, the moment you stop leaking fear through your eyes, the moment you stop rushing, fidgeting, over-explaining, and reacting, you step into a different category of man. Not louder, not harsher, calmer, grounded, unshakable. The kind of man whose presence slows the room, whose silence carries weight, whose words land because his body already convinced everyone before he spoke. Confidence is not built in speeches. It is built in how you stand when no one is watching, how you breathe under pressure, how you hold eye contact when it would be easier to look away, how you take space without guilt, how you stay still when others are restless. This is where real power is forged, inside your nervous system, not in your mouth. When your body is aligned, you don't chase respect. You don't force attraction. You don't demand attention. People feel you. They adjust. They listen. They respond. Because a man who is at home in his own body becomes a reference point for everyone else. So don't memorize techniques. Embody them. Don't perform confidence. Become grounded. Let your posture speak before your voice. Let your stillness speak louder than noise. Let your presence do what words never could. Because in the end, the most powerful man in the room is never the one trying to prove anything. It's the one who doesn't need to.